Greetings, humanoids of the internet. My name is Bob, and this is episode 24. Haha, I remember that time. Episode 24 of Journey into Space. Today we're going to send a rover to Ike, which will be interesting and challenging. That's to sort of map a good spot for our upcoming colony on Ike, which will be to facilitate exploration of Duna and also of Jewel. But also to start off with, we're going to catch up with my latest electric spaceplane developments, which I've got a model now which I think is capable of pretty much touring the universe as we know it, or at least the solar system of the Kerbals, which we might do at some point, not straight away. So let's get started. Okay, before we get to our more serious businesses today, I want to show you the latest iteration of my electric space plane, or in this case, my electric Starship, because I think it would be capable of pretty much doing the grand tour of the whole solar system, and if there were stars out there, it probably could get there too. So this is my latest iteration of it. I sent one of the previous versions to the moon. Problem is that the landing leg situation was very shaky, and so I've got this new landing leg configuration here. I'm not going to test that today. I'm just going to show you how it flies. I shortened it a bit, which caused some stability issues, and it may still have some of those. But as you can see, it's got a gajillion solar panels. So let's give it a quick launch. It is very laggy also. Lag levels can be high. Okay, sun is out. That's good because we're not going anywhere if it's not. All right, energy is full. Throttle to maximum. This is, I think, the Starship 7. And it's just going to go up there, and the energy is not dropping at all. I got so many solar panels on this thing that it's just going to suck off the solar energy and run at full thrust without any problems. So this definitely would just keep on going. You know, keep on going to orbit, keep on going to Jewel or anywhere else. One of these days I may take something, whatever the latest version of this is, and do a grand tour of the solar system with it. Just for grins. I can't see much out the windows. Here up front I've got some RTG generators. Those are generators that use the thermal difference between the inside of it, which is heated by nuclear decay, and the outside of it. That's how real RTGs work. Of course, it just generates electricity and doesn't require sunlight. So that's my sort of backup power. Landing legs, like I said before, I got them spread out a little bit more so I can land a little bit more stably. I also shortened it so that it would be a little bit more stable in landing. That made it less stable in the air, but it does all right. And we're at 10,000. I'm not going to take this to orbit. I was just wanting to show you all what my latest version was. Previous versions of this had a tendency to flip end over end. I solved that by putting those big dihedral wings here and additional canards, but I still wouldn't, put it through any kind of severe acrobatics, I don't think. Although it doesn't do bad. It's not doing bad right now. come on. It's going 241 meters a second, so it's not not the most responsive thing at the moment. Yeah, it's kind of bulky because it's going real fast. Okay, where is the runway? I'm going to turn on fine control. Alright, I see the runway. Uh-oh. A little low. Uh-oh, lag, 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 lag. Lag, 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 lag. Nope. Negator. Uh-oh, bounced up. Bounced up again. Uh-oh, go. Okay, well I did land on a landing strip, but it landed in one piece. Okay, and it looks like it's about to topple over on its nose. Boink. 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 It's breakdancing. Okay, alrighty. Now on to our main event of the day. This is a rover, obviously. It's a rover. It's got carries two guys. It's a big rover. There are two problems I have with this big moon rover, which is, one, it's big, which means it's a hassle to get it up into space, and two, it's on the moon. It's not on Ike, which is where I want a rover right now. This is the set of my Halloween special. There's the radio tower. Here's the suicide rocket, which I managed somehow to save from suicide. And here's the rover, which unfortunately is big. And the one I'm going to take to Ike is even bigger than this. It's bigger than this about, this is probably, let's see, 2, 4, 8 mass units maybe. The one I'm going to take to Ike is going to be at least 4 mass units bigger than this, because I got to have, it's going to refuel these engines on kethane. So I've got to have a kethane miner on the back. That's 1. I have to have a kethane converter. That's 2. I have to have a kethane detector. That's 3. And I have to have kethane tanks. That's 4. So it's going to be even heavier than this. And this is pretty heavy as it is. So our problem for today is how to get something that's even bigger than this to Ike, which is a long ways further than getting it to the moon. There's Kerbin. Hello. Hello, Kerbin. Oh. Which is a long ways further than getting it to the moon, which was not that difficult. So I have to figure out how to get something that's not quite twice the weight of this very weighty rover and get it to Ike. Not a simple thing. Who do we have here? We got Mitt, Brett, and Derby. Sorry guys, you're going to be there for a while. You're part of the furniture of the moon now. Okay, on to the Ike rover. Okay, this thing is going to be a lag festival of hitherto unknown proportions. I mean, it's big even by my standards, and I make some pretty big rockets sometimes. This is big, big. I got all this to lift up the nuclear stage, which sends this sucker to Duna, and then I've got this monstrosity, which I'm going to have to try to set down on the surface. I've got landing legs here to lower the nuclear part to the surface of Ike, and then this will lift off and fly off a ways to land. I have my kethane detector right here. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can turn on my cursor, my pointer, because y'all aren't seeing where I'm pointing. Okay, hopefully now you're seeing where I'm pointing. Okay, so we got our kethane detector here. We got our kethane converter here, which will convert kethane into fuel. Got our fuel tanks like the other one. We got kethane tanks to temporarily store the kethane while we're drilling it up out of the ground using this thing. So altogether, that's quite a lot, significant amount more weight than what we had before. And we got to try to get this all off the ground. But this is a good practice for. At some point, I'm going to have to land a base on Ike, and that's going to be a large thing as well. So this is going to be also a good test of this booster to see if this booster has what it takes to lift off such a heavy contrivance off the ground and into orbit. Okay, I got this is the stage that drops first. I got 2 of these big old fuel tanks on it, 4,000 units each, and they got a mainsail engine on that. I don't have any separatrons because these kind of close quarters, it's kind of difficult to do. I may have to put some on if I have problems with separation, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And this is feeding fuel into the second stage here, which will hopefully take it up near orbit. Then a third stage with a mainsail engine kicks in and takes it the rest of the way into orbit and a ways out into space. And the nuclear stage takes it out the rest of the way and lands it. So that takes it out the rest of the way and lands it. Hopefully, if all goes well. And you can see I've got a number of nuclear engines on here because this is a heavy thing. Let me see how much all this. Okay, that's two mass units there. That's 2.3 mass units. Let's see. These are 1.5 mass units each. These strap-on rockets. These things are like 0.25 each. This is one each. That's one each. That's one each. So it's a lot of weight. And it's going to be a little bit technical to do. Let's take a look at my staging. You're going. Okay. You don't go until up there, yeah. This one drops first. Yep. Well, then this one drops second. And then this drops third after this core stage. And this is the nuclear stage. And finally, that releases the rover. And I remember on the moon, it was a little breathtaking to try to get this thing off of this thing, and fly it away and land it somewhere. And I only got 3 landing legs on this thing because of the configuration of the engines. So it's gonna be interesting. Yeah. Okay, explosion time. Let's launch this bitch. Good grief. Look at that monster. Look at that monster. Okay, I don't know what the lag's going to be like. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show all this. We will see. Okay. I have some trepidations about this because I feel that probably there's a reasonable chance, not certainty, but a reasonable chance that it could all go horribly wrong. So let's find out. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Whoa. Okay. We're still there. We're wobbling pretty much, but we still got it. Oh, wobble. Abort. Okay. We've got problems. Yes, you're screaming, and I know why. I would be too. Okay, so we got some part stability issues. Alright, let me work on this for a minute. If it can't be fixed with struts, it can't be fixed. Alright, throttle to maximum. SAS on. Lag is about 5 to 6, up to 7, so not all that bad. I mean, compared to some of them where I have like 1 or 0. Okay, throttle maximum SAS on in 3, 2, 1. Cross your fingers, Lolin. Did you say your bedtime prayers, Kenlock? You better. 0. Okay, everything looks nominal so far. Separation is going to be interesting. I hope it will not be difficult. At least this one won't be, hopefully. I hope. Yes, you're right to scream. I would too. Yes. Did you make out your wheels? Okay, that was successful. Let's go ahead and get it over. look at the map. Everything is surprisingly functioning fairly normally. Except I need to crank it up a bit. Those are only at 25 now. And this... Okay, well I still got most of that tank left, so that's good. And don't be twisting. Will this actually work? Amazing. Could it be? We need more acceleration. More power, Scotty. Okay, that's better. Now we're getting ready to drop this puppy before too long. How this stage separation is going to work, I don't have any idea. Hope for the best, I think. Alright, let's hope this works well. That's kind of cinematic. Hold on. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Okay. Try to gently maneuver myself away from these things. Gently, gently. Okay. Surprisingly, it's going along pretty well just on the SAS. It's kind of weird. Make sure I'm not overheating. Yes, I am overheating. Oh, shit. Bit inattentive of me. 179 by 66. Okay. Wasn't exactly what I had in mind, but oh well. I'll take it. Okay, now it's being pretty sluggish. moving just on the SAS. Okay. How much fuel do we still have here? That one's empty. That one's a little bit more than half full. That's entirely full. All right. Oop. Screenshot. Before we do anything else, quick save. All right, I don't believe it. We got this monstrosity into space. That's fucking amazing. How did we do that? Well, now I can use that booster design to launch my launch my base, launch my Ike base. Okay. I got tons of RCS, so I'm not worried about using it up. I think I got three different instances of that giant. No, I got two different instances of that giant RCS tank. So I got lots of RCS. Yeah, good enough. Okay, now I got to wait for my Oona Encounter, and we will take it up from there. Okay, the orbits are all adjusted. Let's go to Oona. Or rather to Ike, to be more exact. Ike, moon of Oona. Okay. Rock and roll. I hope I didn't go too soon. Did I? Nah, I'm okay. If I did, I've got quick save, so. Okay, looks like I'm going to be able to get practically all the way to Oona orbit just on the conventional engines. Let's go ahead and get fully into solar orbit first, and then we'll finish up our burn to get to Oona. Okay. RCS on. Babies of the Space Kraken, don't attack me. Okay, I gotta get ready to shut this off because this encounter's come pretty quick, so. Yeah, crap. Wasn't quick enough. No worries. The inclination looks good. What I will do is I will use my RCS. Or maybe I won't. I figure I'd use translational RCS, but we will use... Uh-oh, locking up. Lock it up. Don't lock up. Okay. So yes, I mean since I'm still on the core booster here, so this booster should be strong enough to lift up anything I could reasonably need to lift up into space, as long as my needs are not outrageous, lifting up the Taj Mahal or something like that. I think this booster will be fine for lifting up the moon base and any other kind of heavy equipment I might have to get up there. Okay, let's take a look. That's pretty close to being the perfect encounter right there, as far as how close I am to the orbit. Now I still gotta get everything all tidied up here. 19 mil. Come on. Babies of the Space Kraken, don't attack me. Babies. Okay. It's 1929. No, that was not good. That was the wrong direction. Yeah, give me Periapsis here, dude. What is the Periapsis? No, stop spazzing. Periapsis is 23. Oh. Okay, RCS. Doesn't appear to have an effect. Okay. Bag nabbit. I'm just trying to get it reasonably close. I'm going to do the fine tuning when I get about halfway there. Okay, I'm going to warp out to the Space Center and back because I got a feeling that the babies in the Space Kraken are starting to do a little nibbling on my engines. It's confused. Alright, what kind of periapsis we got? Periapsis, please. Okay. 11, that's going to work for right now. We'll adjust it as we get in. Okay, well, we'll do the boring space travel bit first, and I will let you know when something interesting happens. Okay, I got my encounter with Duna set up, and I also have a Ike encounter already, and so all I have to do is just come on in. Oh, quick save first, just in case the babies of the Space Kraken attack. They've been kind of leaving me alone here lately. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Oh, hold on. I have to do something important right quick, which is I need to drink in my frosty beverage. Dr. Pepper, the stuff of life. Okay, let's continue. That's a weird looking encounter. Oh, well, whatever. I still got my core booster on, so we got plenty of thrust to stop whatever we're doing. Yeah, that's kind of weird looking. Oona Encounter, okay. Where's my Oona exit? Right past Ike. Okay. Just a hair past Ike. Okay, that's kind of weird, but whatever. Alright, let's take a look at this. What have we here? Oh, that's weird. I got a Oona Periapsis and an Ike Periapsis both. It's kind of bizarre, but whatever. One thing we do need to do is we need to move things up a bit. Uh, uh, uh. Okay, let's see what this does. Does good things. Okay, I need to move out a little bit. So I'm actually, I think I'm clipping into the to Ike. No, stop being so boggy. Come on, molasses. Okay, now in theory, that'll push me out a little bit so I can get to more of an equatorial orbit. Doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot, though. Uh, 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 uh. Okay. What am I missing here? I'm pushing away from the sun. That should be more or less the right direction, right? Away from the sun and west. Let's try that. Come on. Thank God this is a long trip anyway. You'd be making me die of old age, waiting for you to respond to my commands. Let's take a look at this. That's more like it. Okay. Okay, that's good. Now we go north. Any day now, Grandpa. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, I probably should have done the song from Jeopardy instead. Da 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 bum bum. Okay. All right. I'm going to call that good enough. That's going to bring me into a more or less equatorial orbit, looks like. A touch more. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, RCS off. Let's bring it on in. I'm going to try to edit on my burps out of this video, but some may make it in through negligence because I've been drinking an awful lot of Dr. Pepper tonight, and so it's carbonated, and so it makes me a little burpy. But I will attempt to edit all those nasty organic sounds out of the actual final video, along with all my emphysema like coughs and hacks. And that's why I thought about maybe I'd do a live stream one day, but I got a smoker's cough from hell, so you'll be hearing me cough and hack and making all kinds of horrible noises, which might not offend you. I don't know. I think most of my viewers are probably guys, and guys are a little bit less sensitive about that, but still, nobody wants to hear that shit. Well, especially not burps. Coughs, maybe not a big deal, but burps are kind of gross. And so if I ever do a live stream, you'll get to hear me coughing my lungs up, which I do on a regular basis, because I've been smoking since I was 18. And it has an effect. Okay. Oh, whoa, whoa. On a less gnarly topic, I think we're getting close to our encounter here. Okay. Since it'll take me a month to get turned prograde, let's go ahead and start doing that now. Oh, come on. Jeez Louise. Oh, I think I know which direction this retrograde is anyway. I think retrograde may be up here. Okay. Don't smoke, kids, because if you smoke, you're going to, when you're 7 years old like me, you're going to have a cough. It's really gnarly. And people will find that rather unpleasant. So don't start. Okay, let's see. Guess I should get a little closer. Because smoking is cool only when you're young. When you're old and you get emphysema, I don't have emphysema yet, thank God, but I'm not too far off of it. When you get old and got massive lung congestion and shit, it's not so glamorous. But it's what I get for not having any other tremendous vices. I don't do drugs anymore. I don't drink that much, except Dr. Pepper, which has reached a level of addiction of in its own. So that's probably what I get for living an otherwise clean life, is I have to smoke. Okay. Let's fire it up. Full throttle. Oh, that was good. Huh, my tank's empty. Doi. Okay. Hasta la vista. Well, that's unfortunate. I didn't catch that. We may have a problem now.